Hey guys, Mike here. So today, I'm here to talk to you about My Spy. In this review, I'll be going over a brief summary of the plot, my quick thoughts about the film, and whether or not you guys should go and see it. So I'm going to try and keep this review spoiler-free. However, if you don't want to know anything about the film, and you want to go in completely blind, then it's just commit to this video once you've seen the film. So with that, let's get started, shall we?
What is he doing?
This looks like the wedding at the end of Shrek.
I just wanna break the rules.
So My Spy stars Dave Bautista as JJ and Chloe Coleman as Sophie. In My Spy, a CIA operative is held at the mercy of a 9-year-old girl after she finds out that he's been spying on her family for a mission. And so we have My Spy. So guys, going into this one, this was another movie that I didn't have the highest of hopes going into it. I do like Dave Bautista and I think he is a fairly talented, very funny actor. But honestly, after seeing Stuber, I just had no hope that this guy could do a comedy at all. So realistically, going into this one with low expectations, I couldn't possibly be disappointed, could I? And surprisingly enough, I found that I actually quite enjoyed this film. I found that I very quickly got invested in this story. It's not exactly a story that makes the most sense, or it's not exactly the most detailed, and it's not exactly based somewhat in the realms of reality. Because honestly, if this kind of story happened in real life, then I think we're all in big trouble. But still, I was willing to forgive the setup for this one if the actual main content was actually worth watching. And for the most part, it definitely was. I found that I was laughing constantly in this film. Sure, a lot of the jokes aren't exactly the most original or creative, but still, every time they set up a joke, I laughed. And honestly, that's all you can really ask for with a comedy, that it makes you laugh. Because again, to bring up Stuber, in that film, every single time they set up a joke, it just did not land for me. Maybe because with Stuber, I was expecting so much more from it. Maybe the secret was to go in with zero expectations, then probably it wouldn't have got on my bottom 10 list for last year. But realistically, Stuber was an absolutely terrible movie that I absolutely hated. And even though My Spy, realistically, isn't necessarily any better than Stuber, I found that I enjoyed it way more than that film. Dave Bautista shows that he's actually got fairly good comedy chops in him. His character had a likeable personality, you're rooting for him, and he was fairly funny as well. And he had great chemistry with Chloe Coleman's character. The two of them played really well off each other, and if this relationship didn't work, then the whole movie just wouldn't work. Sure, their relationship is very formulaic and you know exactly where it's gonna go, but still, it doesn't stop you from getting invested in their story and liking them both together. And something that was quite surprising with My Spy was the action. The action was fairly decent, it was very comprehensible, and for the most part, it was somewhat creative. The action at no point tried to be anything too outlandish. It tried to stay within the basic realms of reality and make itself entertaining at the same time. Having said that though, they're not the most realistic of action scenes, but they're certainly entertaining and they got the job done. Overall guys, I enjoyed My Spy way more than I thought I would. Dave Bautista and Chloe Coleman were really good in this. It was very funny, the action was decent, and I had a really good time watching this movie as a whole. But now, as for whether or not, you guys should go and see it. Honestly, even though I have been singing this film's praises, I realistically wouldn't recommend you guys to go see it. It's not that it's bad by any means, it's just there are better comedies out there which you should put your time into watching rather than this one. Honestly, I doubt I'll be thinking of this movie in a week's time, but still, if you're actually really interested in seeing this film, then by all means go watch it because it's definitely not a bad watch. Okay guys, that's my review of My Spy. If you've seen it, what did you think about it? And what's your favourite spy comedy? Whatever it is, drop it in the comments below. Until next time, I've been Michael. See ya!